Hello, amazing artists. Welcome back to art class. Today we're going to be talking about square art. And to do this project, you're going to need a glue stick, a pair of scissors, a black piece of paper, and 2 colorful sheets of paper. Your choice of what 2 colors you'd like to use. This lesson deals a lot with symmetry, and what we know about symmetry is that when you fold a paper in half and you cut out an object, it is typically the same on both sides, and that's what happens with this project. We're going to fold both of our colorful sheets of paper in half, and then what we're always going to want to do, this is the #1 rule, is you want to always cut on the side that's folded. And we're going to basically follow the line of this rectangle on 3 sides. So what that means, I'm checking to make sure I'm cutting on the side that's folded. I'm going to cut up, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to turn. I'm going to cut along the long side of my rectangle, and then I'm going to cut down. Now what you're left with is the folded paper in one hand, and then in the other side you've got now a perfect square, and it is symmetrical because we opened it up and it is exactly the same on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of my shapes first, and I'm going to cut along the folded side again. That's really important because if you don't do that, you're not going to get a square. And we can of course problem solve if that happens. We can always glue them together, and to save time while you're watching this, I'm going to stack up my 2 pieces of paper, the folded sides right here, and I'm going to cut them at the same time. You got to make sure you got thick enough scissors or strong enough scissors to do this because the paper gets pretty thick. I'll always cut on my folded side again. And you can keep doing this until the shapes get smaller and smaller until you probably can't cut anymore. So still cutting on that folded side. Oh, let's get one more little itty bitty baby one out of this. Oh, very tiny. All right, now I've got all of my shapes, and then when I open these up, they should all be squares, and they're still connected because we cut on that folded line and they're symmetrical. So this is the fun part. You're gonna figure out how you want to arrange your design. So I could go outside of the black paper if I wanted to. I could do something like this and turn it diamond, or I can start by gluing and putting my shapes inside. And maybe since this one's the same size, I want to choose the next size down and see if I can get it to fit in there. Now you can have fun with this and arrange it however you'd like. You might have your own ideas. And once you're happy with your design, you can glue your pieces down and use whatever pieces that appeal to you. So maybe I'll do one there, and I'll do one over here. And once I like my design, I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing it down. And I'm gonna work my way from the outside towards the center. So I'll glue, and you can use a glue stick or a glue bottle. And then when you're ready to start to stick it down, make sure you press and you smooth it out so that it stays. Once you are all finished, you should each have your own unique square art. Happy art making. Can't wait to see what you come up with.